What's up, guys? I haven't been uploading for what, 3 weeks? Just very long time. Not that I didn't want to upload anything. I really wanted to upload something, but I just didn't know what I wanted to talk about. But here we go. Code of Role announced on the official Twitter, releasing on 27th of May, which is roughly 2 days after this video will be uploaded. So this is very exciting for me. Today I want to talk about, obviously, should you pull the banner? That's the main thing, but I want to talk about the update a little bit as well, so let's get into it. So, the biggest update for maybe a lot of people, removing level cap to 120. As maybe some of you will know this, but I was like one of the first bunch of people to reach level 100. So looking at these, you guys may think, oh wow, this Inabuz is such a whale, he's gonna spend all his Arknight Prime, spend like a bunch of money and rush to level 120. Especially that we have the refill limit removed. That's not the case. I'm not that big of a whale. I'm not that rich. I wish I am. I really wish I am. I want to be like one of those, oh yeah, flexing guys that I can reach 120 if I could possibly do that, but that's just not possible, very sadly. So that's out of the way. We can talk about Code of Role. So Code of Role is a very interesting event. It's not that big of an event because there is no grinding. The stage doesn't drop anything good. You don't have to grind all day. It's just finish the missions, and sometimes like these stages, you will have like special missions for them to clear with some restrictions and stuff like that. But as long as you get those done, you're good, you're out. So this is a very chill event as long as you can get the stages done. I think many people will be uploading, let's say, clear guides to these stages and how to do them. So good luck for those who might struggle with it, but in my opinion, this event stage has very interesting mechanics, and I hope the best for all of you to try out these stages, and finish the event in time. So, the main point of the day, Mostima banner. Okay? We're getting 3 new operators, Mostima, Waai Fu, and May. This is, I don't really know how to pronounce her name. I just call her Waai Fu, but she's not Waai Fu. You get the point. Okay, so let's get into the point. Would I recommend most of you to pull this banner to get Mostima, like go all in? I'm not saying like to get 10 pulls and get guaranteed. No. So many of you who's been planning for the future might know about this, but we are getting quite a few really good operators coming in the future that are going to be very soon, according to the plan that we're having right here. And yeah, I'll talk about why. Okay, so jump into the operators. First of all, Mostima. Mostima is AoE mage, so yes, her DP cost is very high. You might think that she's for damage, but not really. She's really there for crowd control, as you can see with her tags. So with her talent, when she's deployed, casters on the field get extra SP regen. That's pretty good. That can work well with Ayafetla and Ifrit. So that's pretty good. And her second talent is that movement speed of all enemies within the attack range is decreased for 15%. And you can see the area isn't the best, but it's not bad. So, her skills. Skill 1, increase attack. Generic, nothing to say. Next one. Skill 2, at M3, she will stun all enemies within her attack range for 7 seconds long. 7 seconds, and deal damage to them every second. This is a very powerful crowd control skill. I really love it. But SP cost of 50, even including her skill allowing her to recover 1.4 SP per second, is still gonna take like what, 30 or so seconds, roughly saying. And so 35 seconds or so, it's not the best. Okay, Activated 35 seconds and then last 7 seconds. It's really good. Don't get me wrong. But looking at her deploy cost of 34 and then stunning, like you will probably use this stun for 2 to 3 times in a normal stage. I don't really recommend it. It's still very good if you want to do a stall strategy. Don't get me wrong, okay? Now, third skill is also very interesting. So you can think of Silver Ash-ish range attack and similar capability, but instead of dealing damage to like 6 or 7 enemies like Silver Ash, Mostima can deal actual true AoE damage within this moon-shaped looking area. So it's pretty interesting. Her second talent effect can be increased to triple, so all enemies within her attack range has minus 45. If you have potential 5, that's minus 54% movement speed. Attack range. I mean movement speed. So, very good. And then you get extra push. So, what's this good for? It's not good for damage. Like, you might think, you got extra attack and then you got AoE, that's pretty good. But you have to look at her attack time. The attack interval is 2.9 seconds, okay? So, comparing to Silver Ash, each hit's damage may be very similar, but the actual DPS is way different. And if you want to use a skill like this, you'd most likely be using Ayafella anyway. So Ayafella in that regard is just a better damage dealer than Mostima. So what's good for this skill? The push is generic because you only get it every 2.9 seconds and it's pushed with a small force. And you get a lot of slow. That's about it. So what's this good for? Again, you're crowd controlling a lot of operators. So still, it is like a stall strategy, right? So of course, if you have like, let's say Project Red and let's say Ethan that we just got recently, like you can combine these and make a really good stalling team, like controlling a bunch of enemies together and then dealing with them all at once with her skill 3, or like you can even add in Silver Ash or maybe Ayafella. Like there's a lot you can do, but is she really needed? Personally speaking, no, because stall strategy isn't that commonly used. Like, yes, you see a lot of people using stall strategy to make some bosses look easy, but most of the time, people prefer to go more straightforward way of just dealing tons of damage in a short period of time to kill all the enemies. So if you think the stall and then the pushback, the control is your type of strategy, go ahead. I think Mostima will be very good for those kind of strategies. But for those who just want to deal with the enemies straightforward and easily, probably wait for the next operator. So a bit of a spoilers, but we can look into the we can look into the operators that are coming in the future, and we will see that Blaze is coming next, and Blaze is very, very strong. So that's the reason I said maybe you don't want to go all in for Mostima, because you might want to wait for Blaze and even Nian and Ark, because that will be coming very, very soon. And Nian is a limited time operator, so maybe you want to pull her more than anyone else. That depends on you. But why do I still recommend pulling the banner a bit? At least try to get the guaranteed 5-star, is because you get a chance to get Waai Fu. Waai Fu she's not my waifu, okay? She's just one of my favorite characters to use in a certain type of strategy. So she is a quick deploy, and she has very, very interesting skills. Her skill 1 is increase attack, and it's not that special, okay? It's pretty good. You decrease the enemy's attack, that can save you. So think of, let's say, some situations where you want to decrease the enemy's attack for like your tank to survive longer. This is pretty good. So Waai Fu, skill 1, pretty good. Her skill 2 though, Nullifies enemy special ability for 7 seconds at skill level 7 and 8 seconds at M3. So I would say skill level 7 is already good enough, but what's this good for? The spiders. So remember the exploding spiders in chapter 4? Yeah, those spiders. You don't need to get Lapland, you don't need to get anything else, you can just deploy Waai Fu and those spiders are nothing. Why is she very good? I didn't know she was very good before a certain type of stage that came by. It's a bit of a spoiler, so I don't want to talk too much about it. I might talk about it at the end bit of this video. But Waai Fu, my recommendation. Get her, and it will make your future life very easy. Quick deploy units are generally all very good. Project Red and Gravel to stall. And then you can use Waai Fu as your secondary damage as well, since that she can also deal damage immediately when she's deployed. A very good unit. I would recommend if you at least want to get something out of this banner, get Waai Fu. Not because of the Waai Fu reason, unless you like the furry type of characters. Not me personally, but maybe you do, then she's also very good in that regard. Yeah. So that's roughly about it. So today I will be uploading another video. It's been a long time and I have quite a bit to talk about, and that includes like some of the future plans and what I want to do and all things like that. So I'll be uploading that quite soon after this video. So if you guys want to check that out, you can probably go to my channel and just check that out. Alrighty. Let's go into the spoiler section. Okay? Spoiler warning. If you don't want to hear spoilers for future stages, close the video now. Alright? Waai Fu. I did not know that I really like her. Before chapter 6. Chapter 6 is a very interesting chapter that they introduced this very, very disgusting mechanic called chill, and then hence freeze. There are these spiders that will self-explode and deal chill to you. The first time you chill, your attack speed is decreased. That seems fine, okay? That seems fine. But the second time you get dealt a chill damage, you will get frozen. What does that mean? Your tanks will no longer block. That's the first thing. Second of all, there is this huge katana guy, Nodachi guy, that will come into chapter 6, and when you are frozen, they deal 3000 damage, which can pretty much one-shot anything except for like Hoshiguma or those, so your tanks will be useless. And how do you deal with those spiders? Waai Fu. She is here, so you just deploy her and everything's solved. Best unit for chapter 6. So if you want to get through chapter 6 relatively easily, get Waai Fu. My recommendation. I did not even use her before chapter 6, but then I met those spiders, right? I was like, holy crap, how am I supposed to deal with these? I found Waai Fu and I bring her to E1 skill level 7 straight away. And she and Project Red actually carried me through chapter 6. One of my most recommended units. If you can, please get her. Not going too much because like I said before, if you want to get, let's say, actually, if you want to get, say, Blaze, that's coming very, very soon, I'm assuming, since we're getting CC in mid-June. Blaze chapter 6 will probably come in like July. And yeah, I definitely recommend it. And then soon after that, we're getting Arknights, which is a very annoying banner to be pulling because you have double 6 stars as raid up. So missing the one that you want, let's say Nyan, and getting the other one is very possible. Like I have, getting 3 of the ones that I don't want and not getting the other one in the Chinese account, that can totally happen. So yeah, I would recommend to save for now, since Mostima isn't really used as much in most of the like easy clear strategies I've seen. She's still very good, don't get me wrong. I can think of many strategies to use, many situations to use Mostima in like really good situations, really interesting situations. But I would say save for Blaze or Nian if you want either of those. Alrighty, end of the video. As I said before, I will be uploading another video talking about some of my plans, like regarding some streaming stuff and stuff like that. So if you guys are anywhere interested, click the next video that I'll be uploading. See ya!